Yo, what is going on? It is Thursday, May 7th, 4:43 p.m. Ninth day in a row, no trades, man. Ninth day in a fucking row, man. I liked the delivery today, honestly. It gave me hope. It gave me a sense of hope. I honestly liked the delivery. I honestly did. And we're going to go over why I didn't take a trade, why I couldn't take a fucking trade, because 3 possible setups got fucking smoked. More so 2. There was 2 possible setups I would have taken that got smoked. So coming into the day again, I don't even really do a daily bias anymore. I just go with order flow. We're by all-time highs. I'm going to want a long every single time. However, I did like this Asia low. It was relative equal lows. It was a 4-hour. It was Asia low. It was tempting to see if we could just sell off and get into there and then see longs after that. But obviously, higher time frame, I'm going to want to see longs. Now, if we take a look here, if we look, we can see that ES was dumping pretty strong while NQ was remaining high. ES was well below all of these lows while NQ was still above them for the most part. Even still, like ES got way below them, NQ stayed above them. So we had that SMT, we had that bullish SMT throughout this entire time. What I wanted to see near open though, because at open, same thing. We had formed like an SMT over here, right? It was this SMT. Yeah, we had formed this SMT over here at open. Now, this is a little bit different from something that I usually do, but I liked it. So we had this 930 wick. We had this 30-second gap right here. Yes, we had tagged into it, and the 930 wick was essentially a tag through it, but it never got inversed. So I figured once it got inversed, we'd take that 930 wick. So we have right here. Would have been targeting this 5-minute break even at the 930 wick. Stops like right. I would have been digging into the 5-minute like right here for like 7.5. I think I had it at. Yeah, this would have been it. I like this, but as you can see, 930 wick being my break even point. This candle takes that 930 wick before it fully closes. Can't get in. Ultimately, would have been break even. I like this trade just because of the drawn liquidity being right there. We have that SMT at the low. We inverse with decent displacement. 930 wick above, 5-minute above. Then off of this, didn't really see nothing. We then had, like this little 1-minute, this 30-second up here to this internal high. Oh shit, I don't have the magnet on. Right here, right? Just to this like internal high inside of the 5-minute. Or even if you wanted to take it to tag this 30-second up here, which is used for another trade. Just wouldn't have gotten my limit filled because we closed decent way amount above it, but not too tempted about this trade. This is just targeting internal buy side. This isn't a trade that I'm like wow about. Now this was the trade I did like. Again, a 30-second gap, but this gap was also a 1-minute at the exact same time, so I would have of course waited for the 1-minute in this situation. It is the highest gap. Granted, it is from 4 a.m., but why did I like this? We still had that bullish SMT with this with midnight open and all of this liquidity down here with all of these lows. Look at the displacement. Right? And what I liked even more out of it was displacement coming out of and respecting this 1-minute right here. So we respected this 1-minute gap and started trending upward strongly out of it. And this candle, if we take a look right here, right? Let's go to replay. Here's why I couldn't take it. So, you get the inverse right here. Let me set a limit. Set a limit right here. What this candle does is it goes and right there, as you can see, it opens up higher, takes out that London high, which is limit canceled now. And then from there, what it does is, yeah, so that merked the session. That merked it right there. As you can see, I had 2 pretty solid entries that just get ran before the inverse happens. But what I can say though is price delivered today. That gives me hope for tomorrow. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow, like ready to risk tomorrow. It was nice to see. I feel like price was mediocre yesterday, but delivered today. It's not bad at all to see. Another battle is happening up here, man. Not gonna lie, like seeing price like this just makes me hesitant as fuck to enter because I hate the way that it's delivering, and I'm back in the negative. And I'll be 100% honest, that 110% makes me hesitant again. That being said, I know that being hesitant doesn't get me anywhere, so I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm gonna be executional. I'm gonna execute when my setup presents itself. But I need to see the delivery, bro. I hated the fucking way price was moving, and I came on here every day and I explained myself. I don't feel like I bitched out of anything. Today though, I was just waiting on this necessarily to come down first and then set the limit. But yeah, as you can see, it ran that anyways. I was definitely gonna take this one. This one, I just couldn't because it ran it. This one's not my style. Then let's go over a trade that I forward tested in PM because I have been looking at moving to PM since AM's been so shit, right? Over here, we have 1:30 PM opens, right? Just going over a little something because I'm already done talking about AM. Like, internally, it fucking hurts, bro. It fucking hurts. It makes you feel impatient, but I'm just gonna stick to it. Like I said, I will come on here every fucking day speaking about a fucking failure before I come on here one fucking day. I'll come on here the next 365 days and talk about every fucking bit of my failures before I come on here one day and say I quit. It's that simple. All right, back to the AM trade. PM. I'm so sorry. So we had these set of equal lows right here. I didn't even check if there was an SMT. I just like this fucking trade, but it got fucking dicked on. No SMT. Oh, because Lokiski and Qski already got ran out ski. There's a bullish SMT that was slow. But right, as you can see right here, we see just we leave these equal lows. We have this 30-second gap all the way down here where NQ, I feel like this is decently displacing through it. Start new. Right, so we have this 30-second gap down here. As you can see, we have those equal lows, those 1 minute equal lows specifically. Boom, boom, they're 1 minute equal lows. This 30-second gap, this candle I thought honestly inverted it. But if you take a look, it did not, right? So then what does that technically mean? We have a small baby ass internal range right here now that we created 2 swing lows. We retrace up into 0.78, reject that beautifully, 2 candle displacement, which is then where I set the limit. The limit gets filled, stops right here. This would have been the exact trade. Going break even at those equal lows, just targeting these swing lows right here. But if we take a look, did not see profit for a second. And then ultimately from there, price just sprinted up. I would have been pissed if I honestly really took that. I like this trade as far as PM goes. I would take this trade during AM. Yeah. That's about it for the day. I am feeling a bit impatient, but again, I'm going to come on here every single fucking day, admit to every single fucking failure before I come on here once and say I quit. I'm going to remain positive. I'm going to make it. Put it that way, bro. It's been a year and I feel impatient, but I'm going to fucking make it. And with that being said, peace, love, positivity. Thank you so fucking much for tuning in, man. I've been doing these 10 months now. I really fucking appreciate everybody who has watched. And Nick, you're going to look back on this and really appreciate what you did for yourself.